Is this you? Or this? Or this? Or this? Do you need an at-work routine that you can do to get you through your day? I gotcha. Let's go. Alrighty, let's get started. So we're just gonna start in a seated position wherever you are. None of this routine today will involve getting onto the ground or putting our hands on the ground. So we'll keep it nice and easy. Today we are going to do this routine seated, but if you need to be standing, that's totally okay too. So we are just gonna get started by reaching up and bringing your fingertips together, interlock your fingers, and you're going to dive over to just one side here with a big breath in, feeling the side of your body just opening up and taking a moment to breathe. And we'll take one more breath in. And on your exhale, we'll come back to center. On your next inhale, you're going to inhale over to the other side. Again, just taking a moment, making sure that your hips do not come up off of that chair the entire time. Breathing deeply. Strong inhale. And exhale to come back up to seated. Wonderful. Bring those arms down. Readjust yourself if you need to. And we're just going to bring the arms out in front as we inhale. Open up through the chest. See if you can turn all the way around and exhale back to center. Inhale, open up. See if you can look at the back of your chair or the wall behind you and back to center. We're going to do that 4 more times. Inhale and exhale back to center. And inhale, open, expand the rib cage and exhale back to center. Again, inhaling, last 2. And back to center, 1 more time. We open up, drive the elbow back, take a big deep breath in, and exhale back to center. Give those shoulders a nice roll. Anytime if you're feeling stressed or tense and you're in a seated position all day long, it's always a nice reminder to just rotate through the shoulders. Now your next exercise, you're going to slide to the end of your chair and you're going to take your right arm and reach down towards your left foot. And then if you have any more rotation in you, you're going to try and open up in that seated position and find those deep breaths again. Strong exhale. Inhale to create more space. And exhale back down again. We're going to come up in the center again and moving over to the other side. So taking your left hand now, grabbing your right foot, or vice versa. That doesn't have to be perfect. And if you have any more space in you, you're going to open up. Deep inhales and exhale. Strong inhale. And exhale again. Bring yourself back down to center and back up to seated. Now that we've got our rotators all warmed up, we're going to take one foot or one leg and place it over the opposite knee. Now, I'm quite mobile in this exercise, and yours may not look like this. You could be up in this position. Or maybe you're sitting up a lot taller and your knee is dropped much further down. Wherever you are, we're just going to stay and hold, trying to aim for sitting up as tall as possible, opening up the chest and dumping the pelvis forward rather than rounding through our back. If your back is rounding, it's okay. And we should be feeling this stretch in the right hip, or maybe you're on your left leg. Wherever you're at, just enjoy the stretch. Taking a few breaths here. Remember, if nothing else, if you do nothing else, no movement, breathing is so calming. And sometimes we forget to take those deep breaths when we're working all day and we're stuck in a seated position. So that's just your gentle reminder to keep breathing. We're going to move on just slightly here You're going to take a deep breath in, sit up a little bit taller, take the opposite hand to your knee and add a little bit of a rotation. We're going to take one breath here. And exhale as we go all the way around to the other side. Inhale to open. And exhale back to center. Just to finish off this hip, if you have any more in you, just drop your chest down towards your shin just for one more deep breath. And exhale, come back up to center. Releasing that leg, and we're going to take the other leg and cross it over. We're just taking a moment here to sit. If you're noticing a vast difference between left and right, that is very common and quite normal. And remembering to breathe, we're trying to calm the nervous system, open through the chest, bring the pelvis forward, sit up nice and tall as you can in this position. And when you're ready, taking that opposite hand to the opposite knee and adding a little bit of a rotation behind you towards the back of your chair or the back wall. One big breath in here and exhale. Bring yourself all the way around to the other side. Inhale and exhale back to center, sitting up nice and tall. Again, if you have anything left in you, just dropping forward, bringing the chest to the shin, opening up through, in my case, the left hip, just a little bit more. And on your next exhale, come on back up. All right, your next exercise, you're going to scoot right to the edge of your chair, and we're going to rotate off just slightly. Now we're going to attempt to get your one knee to the ground while your other leg is up on your chair. Now, this is important because some of us are working on chairs that are way too tall or way too short for our body. Your chair hopefully is at the level that you can sit comfortably and your knee is at a 90-degree angle and your foot is flat on the floor. If that is not possible for you, there are things you can do. You can take a yoga block and you can place it underneath your feet. Of course, you can adjust your chair up and down. And if none of those things are possible for you, you may just need a new workstation, new chair. It's so important to be sitting and working in the right environment to keep our bodies healthy. So if you cannot access the appropriate chair or tools you need at work, check out my Amazon store below where I've put a few very affordable options to help you at work. All right, so hopefully we're in that comfortable half-seated position. One side of our hip is up on the chair and the other side is down on the ground. Now, if you have an armrest on your chair and you can't quite swing around, just swing around just a little bit. Because what we're trying to do here is open up the front of the hip and finding that deep breath again, reaching up and back as you squeeze your hips forward, feeling a nice opening through the front of your pelvis. One more time, big breath in, reach a little bit further, and exhale, come on back down again. We're just gonna gently switch to the other side. We're moving around. Opposite hip is up on the chair. Bringing the opposite knee down to the ground. Sitting as comfortably as possible, using the chair as support. And inhale up. And breathe. Remembering to reach up and back as the hip comes forward. Abs are engaged. The glutes are engaged. It's a purposeful stretch. Trying to get a little bit more opening through the front of the pelvis. Blood flow into the area after a long day of sitting in a curled up ball. One more big breath in. And exhale back down. That's all I had for today. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it helped you, get you moving at work. If there's anything else I can help you with, please drop it in the comments, or you can always shoot me an Instagram message as well under the same name, Natalie Heals. I'm at about 300 subscribers at the time of making this video, and I'm really trying to get up there to 1,000. So please, if you enjoy this content, make sure you are subscribed. My analytics tell me that 90% of you watching are not subscribed to the channel, so help a girl out. If you found this video useful, you may also find that one useful. Or is it over there? I always forget. Hope you all have a wonderful day and happy healing.